actually like how that worked out. Because it kind of like eases on in.
Hi.
You look less awake than I do.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week.
It has been a very long week. So welcome
The past
back.
2 days have absolutely sucked.
So welcome back, everybody. We are Try Hard Enthusiast, and today I would like to try to beat Eternal Sonata. We are in the last dungeon of the game. So all we have left is to finish the dungeon and the boss rush and beat the final boss.
Yeah, and this very convoluted dungeon.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it's as much as the dungeon's convoluted as it is this fucking map and this strategy guide is so dumb.
well, we've learned very quickly that the strategy guide is very misleading. There's actually quite a bit of wrong information in it.
This is the start of the dungeon, but this is the end of the dungeon. And then it goes first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. It's like, why?
This is no better than the Final Fantasy guide you have me helping you with.
No, I think that was better.
No, not really. But
Oh, wait until we get to the second half of the game where it basically is just kind of like, hey, do what you want. Like, you do what you want. And, I mean, technically, once you get the airship back, you can just go right to the final and try to beat it with, like, 3 characters if you want.
ay.
It's kind of like Breath of the Wild. They're just kind of like, hey,
How
you want to
can we-
beat the game in 20 minutes? Go
Let's say,
ahead, try.
How quick can we beat this 20 minutes? Okay, let's go.
Give it a try. See what happens. People can do it. People have done it.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to try it.
Oh, why not? Alright, well, let's get
Intense music.
very intense, because we're in the final dungeon here.
Yeah.
So I did say last game that I wanted to grind a little bit. The lie detector test determined that was a lie, because I sure as hell didn't. But I think we should be able to get enough levels going through this tower before we get to the final bosses. There was an enemy over here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to remember.
I'm not
How to
going to
play.
let you get in our way.
So there's a couple ways you can do it.
Do you remember where that is
Are you catching on
I'm not
yet?
sure which way is the fastest.
Catching on? Not bad at all.
falsetto? Already got it.
Much better.
Very
I need 4 levels for her. Fuck. Do we have a little while before we get to the...
It depends which way you want to go. I think both about the same speed. So you can go left or right. Pick one. That can lead you
Well,
next way.
I can't go right because I think this is a dead end.
Shouldn't be.
I feel like we were going left.
We were, but they both read the same spot.
Come on, let's go. Show me what you've got.
Or were you leading me a certain way for items?
Are you catching on yet?
Oh, we don't gotta worry about anything. Salt.
Oh,
Finally catching on.
Take. Also, it came out.
dude, salsa and fucking cool. Get that combo going off from these bosses, we're dead. We're dead.
Well, and she is the
I can't remember that.
technical time.
No,
Well,
no.
now that kind of hurt.
I don't have that comment anymore. I forgot what they call this whole thing. It's spirits or something like that.
Harmony chain stuff? The
The combo thing.
Hold, please. Hold. Oh, no.
Being
Wrong.
combat.
Wrong. No. Status. No. Where party level? Yeah.
It's not part of the.
Action gauge.
No, action gauge is in the counts down.
No, that's technical time. I know, that's not technical time.
Just go to salsa. It tells you on her. You know.
Look, sir. It says combo. Echo.
Okay, never mind.
Don't you get sassy with me.
I'm getting sassy.
Don't you get sassy.
I'm getting sassy.
It's your chain. I don't fucking know.
It has its own name.
Echoes,
Echo, yeah.
right?
Echoes.
That sounds right.
Okay, so you
I went up.
You're gonna go up that one there. You can't go anywhere. That's gonna take you to this one. Maybe better up on the other way. Wait.
Going this way 'cause it's all I can do. I'm guessing this is your butt.
I'll hit you so hard your brains will go inside out.
That's a dragon.
Are you catching on yet?
Butt.
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth. Deadly orbit. Shadow silhouette. Full barrage.
Pew.
That should
Bye-bye.
wake you up. Not bad at all.
She just went from OP to more OP.
Maybe it's time to upgrade.
That attack is insane.
That's why I told you this is.
And if they're stacked together, it's gonna hit everybody.
Guess we're gonna go this way.
Yeah, show me what you did. Now we get up to 6-4.
That's why I said that this team is best girls. I'm about to hit this thing in the ball.
Hey, I'm over here. Come on.
I kind of wonder how many full barrages you can kill.
Are you catching on yet?
Probably only one.
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth. Deadly orbit. Corona flame. Full barrage. Finally catching on. Full barrage. Not bad. Snowball.
This one. Damn it.
Even without, that's how it's going up a lot. It was doing
Corona strain. Full barrage. Well, now that kind of hurt.
Going this way. Onion Man. Gotta fight Onion Man. Onion Man. The only thing is I
Don't be
hate
such a crybaby.
the noise that these make. Hate it.
Are you catching on yet?
Because even without having the lead on Echo, she does so many things.
That should wake you up. Take that.
Oh, you
Take that. Full barrage. Not bad. That's high. Snowclaw.
Now you can get it. You're really gonna get it. Oh yeah. Full 32. With the increase.
Full barrage.
And the 3 harmony chains.
My, I am simply shocked beyond words.
Alright, so you want to take the one that goes up, which is that. And it's going to take you to the boss.
Oh. Okay. Save point, yay. Good.
Wait.
Did we lie? Are we here?
We're at the second one. Somehow we got to the other one. Doesn't matter.
Well, he's just a fucking waiting.
He has 743,000 HP. He has 157.
This is not
Perfectly
good.
polite when I send you flying.
I still don't think this is gonna be good.
Snowball!
Are you catching on yet?
That's it. Give me your butt.
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth! Deadly orbit!
Fucking guard the whole goddamn thing.
Heal arrow!
For some reason, we are in the light.
That should wake you up. Take that! Bone crumble!
You don't look so good. Are you catching on yet?
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth!
Yeah.
Deadly orbit!
Definitely close.
Shadow silhouette!
Oh, nice.
Are you catching on yet?
Take that! Take that! Take that! Full barrage!
What did 90 damage? You don't have to worry about it.
See.
You don't have to her heals.
Are you catching on yet?
You can't hardly see that.
From heaven
Yeah,
and
which
shatter the
is
earth!
for the
Deadly orbit!
camera.
Shadow silhouette! Full barrage! That should wake you up! Take that! Full barrage!
He's already almost down. We'll definitely gain some level.
Oh yeah, he's gonna give you 300,000.
Snowball!
God damn.
Are you catching on yet?
Hit him in the ankles.
Deadly circle! Corona stream! Good hunting!
Dead.
I just cleaned up a teeny tiny
dead.
bit.
And you got tears right on. So I don't know what that was.
That's much better.
2 levels for her.
Nice, nice.
Not bad.
2 levels for her.
All right.
1 level for her.
She levels so slow, but I got really scared there for like half a second.
Did he just turn to a statue?
I wonder, what lies at the end of this journey?
Oh God.
The end of the journey? Well, I really don't know, but I'm sure that the road does lead to
We gotta go
somewhere.
back to this first boss.
Salsa, I
Yeah.
don't think that's what he means. I think that what Frederick is talking about is something of a more spiritual nature.
I believe that this is going to be my final journey. But my final destination is shrouded in darkness. No matter how hard I look, I cannot see it at all.
What are you talking about? The way you talk, you think you're about to die soon or something.
I guess I'm the same way. I can't see where I'm headed in the end either. I don't think anyone can really see that, except maybe God. But the reason I can't see it is completely different from why you can't see it. The place where I'm going is surrounded by light. And because the light I'm heading for is so bright, I can't make out what's there either, the same as you.
So you can't see because it's either too bright or too dark? Then it's probably better to go with not being able to see because it's too bright. I agree with you. After all, no one can ever really know what the future will hold. The only thing you can do is live your life as best you can.
So basically, what Salsa said was right.
The road does lead to somewhere.
So sad. Oh, and it auto heals you after.
Nice. Let's see.
A floor. A floor.
You go down to the next floor, go straight across and go down the next ramp. There should be an item. So it's stronger than the left arm? Huh. Well, the left arm has a bonus to it, but the right arm doesn't.
Gauge increases. Oh.
How much stronger though is it? What a
140.
bit. 123 versus 140. Pretty significant.
Yeah. She does need a little help with attack.
You know, I'm pretty sure she has the strongest attack power right now of all of them.
So down.
Yeah, go down. Should be a deal there. Somewhere else.
Right here. Storm Shroud. I feel like this would be more of a Pareto item.
Oof. Dropped attack. Oh, 'cause he has a that increases attack, that's all.
Back up.
Yep. Or you can wait for one. You can always use levels. Experience. You can get a lot of experience against bosses.
Come
but you
on,
don't
let's
use
go!
as much
Show me
as
what
you
you've
use.
got! Snowball!
The last two bosses.
Are you catching on yet?
9. So like that, you're getting level 2.
Shadow Silhouette! That should wake you up.
Take that! That! Full barrage! Not bad.
Ay, ay, ay,
Just a little fabulousness.
So you're basically going to go down to the first save right now. Yeah, keep going that way. I don't know as you can see the level below.
Yes, sir.
I like that invisible wall right
Hey,
there.
I'm over here. Come on.
Oh no, part of the pillar.
Snowball! Are you catching on yet?
RPG takeover is a floating tower thing.
Good landing! Chew on that! Take
Or even
that!
like spiritual realm.
More or less, yeah.
You don't look so good.
Not close enough, not close enough, not close enough.
Are you catching on yet?
From heaven
Everybody get it.
Deadly orbit! Shadow silhouette!
Yeah, I like the army,
What
but I also think
much
it's better
better.
if it was one of those. Like the first one person joins in, and the second one, like everybody just attacks. Kind of like Persona, where it's just the all-out assault. That would be great.
I feel like once you get to the final down, right? Yeah. Once you get to the final dealy, you probably do get something like that.
Should be with a save.
I'm not going to let you get in our
After
way.
I smush these guys, it's
Are you catching on yet?
Surrounding blast! Deadly circle! Corona stream!
Heal arrow.
oh, that's not good use.
Finally catching on.
Oh, that's fine.
Bone crush.
Dead, so rather than use full barrage,
Don't
it
get mad
uses
at me.
arrow.
All right.
There's a second level.
Might as well save right here.
Of course. Okay. Where to? Downstairs?
Now you can go to the next little ramp thing and head up.
Up.
Going back up the tower to get to the other side. So the seventh floor.
Right, left.
They're attacking because they're afraid of us.
Are you catching on yet?
Left side. Next ball is on the side.
Surrounding blast!
But he has
Corona stream! Full barrage!
911.
Finally catching on.
The other guy.
Take that! Bone crush!
Anime troop.
Bullshit.
You don't look so good.
Use their power. And all that.
Da-na-na-na-na. Well, I have a tiny little pirate girl that needs to get out of her stuff. There's my anime card.
Full barrage! Well, now that kind of hurt.
Up,
Up.
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 And yeah, you can go that way.
Up, up.
And it should take the blue balls.
Save point. I'd be no good if the minute he saw you get
It's not
one.
on this map though.
We
Which we
already,
had known that last week.
we already established that
Because we got up to this and we didn't. There wasn't a save point there. Or we didn't look.
I don't think we got all the way up here.
We could just save right there and save some hassle.
But I'd been no good if, like, you get up to this floor.
And he charged you.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's a boar, not a bull.
That's a big difference.
I'll be perfectly polite when I send you flying.
Big difference between boars and bulls. That same trope.
Are you catching on
Being
yet?
tough.
Smack you in the nose.
Or not anymore.
Surrounding blast! Deadly circle! Corona stream!
Full barrage!
Prioritize
Catching
drugs
on.
and not bullshit.
Take that!
You don't look so good.
Look better.
Howling thunder! Are you catching on yet?
Surrounding blast! Deadly circle! Corona stream!
Howling thunder! Are you catching on yet?
I didn't get a chance to block that.
It don't matter if you heal before I don't heal for a quarter of the
By
health.
thunder will you be thrown. By wind will you be scattered. Heaven and earth. Howling thunder! Night fist!
Deadly circle!
Chew on that!
Surrounding blow!
Now they're already.
Deadly circle! Corona
I think it covers next.
Full barrage!
It covers next.
Finally catching on.
Full barrage! Howling thunder!
Which is nice if I can get.
Are you catching on yet?
That's not
Deadly orbit!
I didn't get a
That's
Hermes
right,
chain
we're
with that
shipping that!
with Shadows. Which threw me off.
Bone crumble!
You don't look so good.
Howling thunder!
I mean, that's fine too, though.
That was a good
Did
fight.
he die or just fall over? Okay.
Both.
He just went bloop.
He did both.
No animation, just fell
That's
over.
more like it.
I didn't see how much she got.
One level.
Not bad.
One level.
All right.
One level.
This scares me because other than the fact that I can see the save point on the other side of the map glimmering, it's like, no Xbox, don't freeze, not now. Don't do this to me.
Well, my thought is like, oh, they're gonna.
Say what you
They're
like.
still
but
alive.
Don't you think it's a little far-fetched to claim that this world only exists inside your dream?
I simply don't know. But I do know that I was born in the city of Warsaw, in the country of Poland, and that it was in the year 1810.
Warsaw? Poland? I've never heard of places with names like that before. And you can even tell us what year. You've put an awful lot of effort into this.
Wait, have you ever tried thinking about it like this? Maybe the truth is the exact opposite. This is the real world, and that city called Warsaw is actually a dream. That would make a lot more sense.
I agree. I've known Jazz since I was just a little girl, and we've been living our lives each day at a time, just like everybody else in the world.
Poor Frederick.
That may be, but this world is unquestionably a
I
dream.
love how they wait until now to
Dream
have
I'm
this kind of conversation
experiencing
with
as I
them.
drift over the abyss of
Like,
death.
they've been traveling with them for a while.
You really believe that?
So what
It's
are you
not like
planning
we're
on
just
playing after
acting
you
out a
beat this?
role in a story that somebody wrote.
No, I haven't quite decided yet.
We've been using our
I mean, I
own
can think
free
of one game
will
that
and
you absolutely
judgment to
love
act for
that
ourselves.
Would be good.
What?
Yes.
I'm not playing Persona
However,
5. I'm not
even
taking
when
that
older,
It's like
on.
your favorite
a
RPG
person
of
can
all
decide
time.
his or her own actions, They can decide what
You only
happens
talk
next.
about it.
Eternal
In that
Sonata?
respect,
I don't want to take on Legend of Dragoon either.
And reality.
I'm not prepared to take on that 4-disc monstrosity yet.
Oh my god.
That's a whole ass commitment.
Gotta take that leap.
That is a whole ass commitment.
Ooh, sand.
God, I don't think that's good.
No, it's good. It's supposed to be doing that.
See.
Now you go all the way down to the bottom.
No, now we save. I kind of want to play AI Somnium Files. Just because the second game's coming out in June. Also, part of me wants to play an SMT game. But I don't want to take that on either. Oh no, we're going down.
I think it's that one. It wasn't that one.
It was not that one. It's terrible because now I got Fall Out Boy, Sugar, we're going down, stuck in the head now. Ah! Ah!
Now I got that sand sound in the background.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like running water. It's gonna make me have to go pee at some point. Ah! She knows. Whee!
Keep going down.
I'm assuming this way is the... First floor? Keep going. I can go down more.
No.
No.
I'm not going to the tower base.
To fight this thing's butt.
They're attacking because they're afraid of us.
Give me your booty. Pew!
Are you catching on yet?
Pew, 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 pew.
From heaven and shatter the earth! Deadly orbit! Shadow silhouette! That should
Bone crumble!
Fail. Wasted turn.
Not a challenge at all.
Save point. I got the burps.
Okay, this is like mirror image of the building tower. So right up here, you're going
Up.
to up.
Down.
Yep. And at the end of this, there should be a treasure chest.
Picking on weaklings really
With
isn't
a
my style. Are you catching on yet?
Rounding left! Deadly circle!
Not a challenge at all.
Oh, I can't remember.
Not bad.
And a level up. She now has more health than Green.
Yep. That's it. I don't like this point of view because I can't see what's coming up.
Yeah. And to your left, there's. Those chests blend in so well.
Until it's your final weapon. You've got that aura on it. Part of magic goes now.
How much?
5. But her attack goes up like almost 60.
Like, one outweighs the other.
One of these things is not like the other.
So, up here. So, over there's a save point, but you want to go up this ramp to go to the next boss. So, I mean, if you want to go to the save point, you can, but there's a save point at the boss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now are we fighting the tiny dragon?
Yes. Well, it's not a boss yet.
I went down. No. I don't think so. Okay. Go up. Go up. I think so.
Only one path.
And no save?
Save point on 7. What boss is?
Oh, we're going all the way 7-4.
You said it's a mirror image of the other tower. Basically. Now we're on the 6th.
There's only one way to go.
Yep. But this time when you get to the end, you went down.
Down?
Down.
Why?
Item.
No.
I'm not sure what the one is.
Ah.
Right here.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so our attack's at 341.
Increases when you're in the light.
But that's a lot.
Yeah, it increases greatly when you're in the light. So,
We haven't been in the light.
so
So
I
the
said
only way
that you
to...
put a light body on her. It will, what is the ruthless? 109. So it's still weaker than the ruthless, even with a light body. So that's shit.
That was a wasted trip.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is.
2-star. Do not recommend.
Go up. From here, you should be on the 7th floor.
Save point.
Let's save point, and that's not the dragon.
That's the Legend of Dragoon looking
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's not the rest. He has 764,000. Level 8. Very level here.
Just play boss. He seriously looks like one of the dragons from the Dragoon War.
Yeah, kind of. Angry.
I'm not going to let you get in our way.
How do you attack something that floats? Oh, he's got enemies with him. Motherfucker. That changes a lot. Take this.
He can also resurrect.
Cool. Let's just heads real quick.
Full barrage! Not bad.
That's bullshit, because I was as
Are you
close as I
catching
could
on
get
yet?
to him. Ah! Not having a good time here. Fuck! Fuck!
Stop pushing buttons.
I want to push all the buttons, okay?
Stop spamming the button.
Let me push buttons.
How are you
Can't
not?
see. This is horseshit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Worship me.
Camera noise.
You don't look so
Can't
good.
even spin the camera at all. It's
Howling
really hard to.
Are you catching on yet?
Spamming that, huh, motherfucker?
Surrounding blast. Deadly circle. Corona stream.
Night arrow!
You finally catching on?
Oh,
Take that!
motherfucker!
Crumble!
I can't see. Goddamn thing. This fight's gonna be the.
Howling thunder!
I'm kind of.
Are you
getting,
catching on yet?
A little ragey now.
Yeah, that's so dumb. You gotta hit it from the side.
Deadly orbit. That's right. Worship me.
Take that! Full barrage! Snowball!
Like I haven't been able to get any good combos off in this.
Are you catching on yet?
Let's say if you can try to use
Descend from heaven and shatter
the
the
only
earth.
harmony change you can
Deadly orbit. Shadow silhouette.
Heal arrow!
You mean like that?
Bullseye!
fully power.
Howling thunder!
Can't hit him.
Shit.
Take this.
Howling thunder! Take that! Full barrage!
Nowhere to guarantee hit.
Deadly circle. Corona stream.
Full barrage!
That's okay, you got it.
Just a little fabulousness. That's much better.
I think it's a.
Only one level.
Oh, I didn't see what.
Much better.
Jazzes. Yeah.
All right.
Three bosses down.
Now we gotta head back down to the third floor. That's the worst thing. This thing is a bunch of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
You really love that camera, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect
I
looking.
do. It's the most important thing in the whole world to me. It was my
Take it, throw it on the
father's.
ground.
This camera is the only thing he left to me. Yeah, every time I look at this camera, I remember my father.
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
But it's more than just that. When he gave it to me, this is what he said. This is a very special camera. The pictures
Ooh,
it takes
the
are
tail's up
different
game.
depending on who uses it.
Well, of course. Obviously, if someone who's good at photography uses it, they'll take better pictures.
That's not what he meant. I don't really understand how it works, but it can show things in the pictures you wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
You mean it can take pictures of ghosts?
Dude, you have fought and killed ghosts.
Uh-oh. Now that you mention it, Beat, I can see something floating behind you.
Don't make fun of my father's camera! You big jerk! I hate you!
Aww. That's sad.
He's just like, whatever.
Jeez, what's his problem? I was just joking around a little bit.
Well, I don't want to insult Beat, but that camera doesn't look like it has any special powers. While some things you only understand by experience, there are a lot of things you can't understand until you look at them later objectively. Although most of what we consciously experience is visual, in reality, we are using so many other senses. Even so, people are often misled from the truth because they rely far too much on what they see with their eyes. Pictures can capture a single moment in time, and sometimes they can hold a truth beyond just the image itself. I can't be sure, but I think that's probably what Beat's father was trying to say to him.
Man, you're really getting all philosophical, aren't you? Well, whatever. Anyway, pictures are visual reflections of reality, right? So, do you think music can do something like that too?
What?
He's fucking spaced out.
What I mean
wasn't
is,
paying any
if there
attention.
was music that performs reality, what would it be like?
Music that performs reality?
Back down.
Save point. Save point. So that was number 3.
Yep. Let's see if we go. Not down there. Around home.
Yeah, no, I gotta look through all of our RPGs. See what we got. Kinda liking the whole action RPG feel. I just like that's a little bit more involved.
Yeah. I think it really depends. Like, I like turn-based, but it depends on how quickly the attacks happen. If the attacks are slow, it's very boring.
Yeah,
Before you want,
I think. Sure. Could always bust out a PS Vita game.
Alright, so you're gonna go up that way, and you're gonna save it.
Goodbye, honey man. Save at all the save points.
Alright. Now, loop back around. Should be an item.
feel like it's a Frederick thing. Up, up.
Going up to the 5th floor. And then you should move back and go up to the next ramp right there. Nothing else. Just takes you to the 6th floor. And then you're going to walk around the platform and then you move down to get to the last thing.
Nice try.
He's just this home.
God damn it.
Should be a electric blade. Not sure if it's
That's probably right out. Right out.
oh, it's not spelled that way on here. Nice. Then head up and go on up.
See if I did a Tails game. I don't know which Tails games I do. I do want to play Berseria again.
Gotta kill Artorias! Artorias. Artorias.
The only thing is, I didn't quite get the whole editions thing and like all their specials.
I mean, that's most Tales games. The combat's extremely convoluted.
Little Dragon.
Yeah, Little Dragon has 900,000 health.
I know. I mean, I'm thinking compared to Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise's
Come on,
combat
let's go!
is so
Show
much
me what you've
simpler
got!
and easier to understand.
Go!
Stop guarding. Enjoy the dragon. Whatever that means.
Are you catching on yet?
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth! Deadly orbit! Shadow silhouette! Full barrage!
Yeah, guarding it.
Trying to nom nom nom. Yeah,
At least he's easier to hit.
oh yeah.
Are you catching on yet?
Overkill.
Are you catching on yet?
20.
Take that! Take that! You don't look so good. Are you catching on yet?
Stop guarding.
That's right, worship me.
That went fast.
Full barrage!
See the arrow sticking out of him?
They will slumped over.
That was a good fight.
That's probably a
Things are looking pretty good
March's
from
weapon.
here.
March's weapon.
Not bad.
Yeah, you're in good standing.
That's
with
better.
the last two bosses for sure. I feel like this game does a pretty good job of making sure you're at the appropriate levels.
As long as like when you go into an area, you take on every enemy at least once. You shouldn't have to grind. And even then, as long as you can kind of understand the combat a little bit, you're pretty good. Then again, we're also playing the easier version of the game.
In music, you're presented with a variety of sounds and expressions over time.
Wait, she's dead!
Person!
She's
It's an
dead!
art where you
How is
enjoy
she
an
talking to
arrangement of
him?
time
I
that
see
changes
dead
from moment to
peoples.
moment.
Actually, I think at this point... Or maybe it's the next one.
In contrast to that, a painting always stays the same, even after thousands of years.
I think it's after you beat the ruined body, you
But
get
then
the
the world
opportunity,
and
yeah.
the feelings drawn on that canvas
You
can
get
be
the
shared
opportunity
by
to try to
people in the
resurrect her if you
past
want.
and in the future.
Yeah, but you gotta do a whole nother dungeon,
If those
right?
two
You gotta
art
do a
forms were to be
whole
combined,
nother fucking
I
dungeon.
think that
Yeah,
even
no,
God
that's
would
worse
be
than
able
this
to
dungeon.
appreciate
I'm
the
good.
resulting
Looks like.
creation.
I'm good. She wasn't too important anyways.
Yeah.
An art form that would be appreciated by
Like, this
God?
dungeon just looks like a absolute shit show.
Yes. Imagine a
looks
music
like a
that
bunch
could
of
make us
Tetris
feel
pieces.
space and
It's a
dimension.
maze. Like, it's an absolute
And
maze.
pictures that would make us feel time and experience motion.
12 levels of hell,
Whatever kind of
basically.
art it is, you would need to use more than one of your senses to understand it. It's more important to feel it with your heart. But let me ask you, does that idea really apply only to the arts?
What?
He wasn't listening.
Maybe there's something else that's even closer to us. Something that can only be understood by feeling it with our hearts.
All the way back down.
Ugh.
Come on.
Bruh. Why?
Because it
Swear to God, if that last boss ain't at the beginning of the dungeon.
you know, once you get to the bottom.
Okay, let's go.
That should really be like the top word bad.
There should.
Back to first floor.
Oh, we've seen the monster. He's back down at the bottom. That's the whole reason why we came in here was to take this fucker out.
Jump
Oh,
down.
wrong way.
Jump down the big sand column. That's where it's going anyway.
We've come to take out this monster. Oh, wait, guys, Frederick's going feral. Spoilers for those who don't know.
Yeah.
You'll see.
There's a reason why all of these little cutscenes he's not quite right.
There's a reason why I ditched him out of my party a long time ago now.
That's
I'm going the right way, right?
yes.
Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity hop. Just because.
Back there, I thought you were over past it.
I thought about it, but then it's like, no. It's an RPG. You must, it is mandatory that you save at every save point. Because who knows? You could run into a bear that just one-shots you.
Yeah, there's not a save point that looks up at near the bottom. And this guy is probably wrong. So,
Maybe, potentially.
I don't know, really bad.
Do I go up or down?
Wait, second floor?
Yeah. I gotta go the other way.
There's only one way.
So after we beat Eternal Sonata, one of the things that we plan on doing is, right now we're playing this on Xbox 360, like original hardware. We're actually running a E model so that we can get the HDMI out of it.
So down is the way to go, but if you go that way, you can get to a save point.
Okay. Once we beat this game, which hopefully will be today.
Oh, it should be right now.
Yeah.
Like literally in like 15 minutes you'll be at the top of the boss.
Once we beat this game, we are going to swap out the 360. Like, it's not going to leave this area, because there are some Xbox games that aren't backwards compatible, so definitely plan on leaving it in the office, but we're going to bring in a Xbox One, primarily for the HDMI upgrade.
Yeah.
That 360 game.
There's no way that way. It's shorter.
Because most 360 games, when you put them in Xbox One, even the base model, it gets a, yeah.
Yeah, we bring the Series X down. We bring the One X back here, they get even more upgrade.
But we're not
I
doing
don't know if we'll do that.
We were going to the...
But base,
Okay.
where all the sand is, bones.
There weren't bones before.
We ain't dagger.
We didn't.
No. Oh, yeah, I think you can walk up the sand. Oh, the staircase, there it is. Yeah, we didn't come down. Because you had to do all that shit to get the staircase to show up.
Ah.
Teleport, man.
Even though I thought we were on the top floor, but okay.
Oh, there's the same one. You can't. Not on the map. I think you can tell which way to go from here.
Nah, I want to jump off the edge. We'll make a hard right.
Alright, this guy has 1,178,000 health. He is level 59. Be interesting to see just how hard he is.
Yeah, no. I'm a little afraid.
According to the book, he hits hard. But
I'm a little afraid. Not gonna lie.
he is the next to final boss. He has 640 attack. Then again, the dragon had almost as much attack. God, he's so cool looking. Especially standing there like that. In front of whatever the fuck that thing is. That does not look good.
He looks like a shark. And they're all like, fuck, are we really doing this?
See, why is this our responsibility?
Starting to wonder if this is really reality. I hope this is a dream.
Okay, you're all ready for this, right? Let's go!
Fuck, he's getting ready to start off with the goddamn hyper beam. And a
Are you catching on yet?
Oh, he's cool.
Good passing! Chew on that! Take that! Take that! Full barrage!
Yeah, I might pull her back. I might need to pull her back.
That was not bad.
Are you catching on yet?
Move closer.
That's right. Worship
Better
me.
have him on the
But she's not in the light. That's the problem. Even then, I gotta figure out like what actually is the light. Might just save up.
Take that! The last thing you'll ever see. Full barrage!
Oh, heal arrow.
Heal arrow! Snowball! Are you catching on yet?
244,000. Salsa.
Here!
Oh, it's nothing.
Snowball!
Seems like he's focused on salsa, but then again,
Are you
he's
catching
the one
on
pulling
yet?
the most right now, so.
That's right. Worship me.
Fuck. I wasn't paying attention.
Worship me.
Full barrage! Not bad.
I tried getting a cookie off.
Now let's get going. Thank you.
Nice.
Deadly circle. Corona stream.
Heal arrow!
Use it a minute ago.
You finally catching on.
Full barrage!
Oh, he's damn near dead.
Not bad. Snowball!
Attack down. That's why. You need to attack down.
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth. Deadly orbit. Shadow silhouette.
Nice.
Heal arrow! Bullseye!
Not enough, but
Take that! Take that! Take that!
shit.
He likes to hit her.
Fucking thing to cooperate. No!
Okay, who did that? Yo!
This is nothing!
Rounding blow!
Oh, who did that?
Corona stream!
Heal arrow!
There we go.
I just cleaned up a teeny tiny bit.
That, it's gotta be Greto's sword.
I think so.
Well, I did it!
Nice.
Not bad.
8.
That's better.
8. Nice, nice, nice. Hero's Crest. What does the Hero's Crest?
That's what allows you to open up the final dungeon.
Gotcha. That's not that much, but. Oh, good. Save point. Save point! Alright.
Huh? Wait, Frederick.
Hey, where are you going?
Time to step into the portal, guys. Okay, here's the end. Guarantee you it's gonna be like at least 30 minutes of cutscenes. At some point. Because, you know, this isn't a fucking boss arena if I ever did see one.
When a man's consciousness is fading away, he will find, without fail, that he comes face to face with his own soul.
Did you feel
Must
the wheel
challenge
back
it.
up?
No. But I saved. But after all the
It is
bosses,
the one
it's been
moment
healing,
when we are
so
able to
I'm
look directly upon our naked
I think you
selves.
heal when you level, so.
kind of rolling with it, hoping for the best.
I no longer have any doubt in my mind that, for me, that time has now come. Don't you all understand? You're nothing more than fictional characters that I've created in my mind.
No, poor Frederick.
Frederick, what are you doing?
When I'm defeated in this battle, the truth will be born in this world, and a fleeting dream will transform, slowly filling with color. And only when this ordeal is finally overcome will my soul at last be allowed to leave my physical body. Then let us test it. Whether whether my spirit can become a lance, capable of piercing through every one of you. We'll see if I'm truly such a weak human being. This entire world is my dream. I will not let you destroy it.
Better get serious soon or I'll pound you.
Oh no!
Thunder is in the heavens. Lightning illuminates the fields. Nimbus Stratos! You foolish creatures!
Are you catching on yet?
Sad that you have to you travel the whole game like this.
Corona Stream!
Full barrage!
You finally catching on?
Turn around. Turn around.
Orzel Viali! How pitiful.
He's such a small character too. So it's kind of hard to get line up on.
Are you catching on yet?
Also, just how fucking fast they all run.
The last thing you'll ever see.
That's not necessarily what I want to do, but okay. Yeah.
Heal arrow! Phoenix Rising! Chew on that!
Applaudissement sonique!
Oh god!
That was cool as
Soulless
fuck!
creatures.
Why did you get that ability?
Are you catching on yet?
Hey, Frederick, I'm gonna kick your ass now. That was rude.
Descend from heaven and shatter the earth! Deadly orbit! Shadow silhouette! Night fist!
Chew on that!
Nope.
Full barrage!
Orzel Viali! How pitiful. You soulless creatures.
His attacks are very
Are you
fast.
catching on yet?
In this way, you can slow or hitting.
Take that! The last thing you'll ever see. Full barrage! Heal arrow!
Ignore that.
Nope.
You finally catching on?
Nimbus Stratos! You fool.
Are you catching on yet?
It's not any sign of going down yet.
He has 500,000 health, so.
Nimbus Stratos! You Orzel Viali! How pitiful. You soulless...
This is the big one. Full barrage! Heal arrow! Bullseye! Snowclaw!
No, but hopefully I can get Clover off.
Orzel Biali! Applaudissement sonique! You soulless creatures!
Full barrage!
Oh, man.
I think I thought the music completely went away.
Are you catching on yet?
When it gets close like that, all the music.
That was very creepy.
First off, they all supposed to have zero music. Crazy. Oh, just have crazy atmosphere.
You can save the game, clear data here. If you load the game, clear data, you can start game from this status. View the ending, start new game. You cannot restart the game from the last save point. Wait, what? What? You can save the game, clear data here. So, you could save it.
You can save it now. You cannot reload the last... Yeah, his fight's point of no return. Once you go to it, you can't go back.
So you just gotta start. You do another save file. Granted,
Yeah, that's like save files.
I didn't save anything before the final boss, so...
I was not able to defeat you, after all. I'm glad.
Poor Frederick! It's like somebody say something.
Polka's like my sugar daddy.
Polka's like, this is what the fucking little piece of paper
Polka?
told me.
Stay back. Allegretto, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about this before. I couldn't tell you. I didn't think you'd take me here if I'd explain why I wanted to come. You see, I remembered. I now know the path that I have to take.
Was her mom dead a long time ago?
The sea. You will jump into the sea.
Oh, Mom. I can finally see what your kindness was always hiding from me. Mom, you were the one who blurred all my memories, weren't you? No. The reason I couldn't remember was because I didn't want to worry you, Mom. I guess I was subconsciously hiding them away inside myself, behind the dark clouds that hung over my own feelings.
It is your fate to go into the sea.
Yes, my fate is to go into the sea. We lived our lives looking away from what was too difficult to face. We ignored everything hurtful and only saw what we chose to see. The world we created and nurtured in our hearts became increasingly real over time. Eventually, it became so real that it clouded our eyes and hid the small truths that were all around us. Just like the shining of the stars is blotted out by the glare of the city lights. And to think it was part of my own memories. Mom, you watched over me all this time, making sure I didn't go down the wrong path. But after I left home, after I left you, I realized something. I realized that all this time you were guiding me down the wrong path. Because of your love for me as your daughter. I'm grateful, Mom. But still, you have to realize one day that water doesn't necessarily always flow downhill. It can sometimes become a high tide and surge up into the past, pushing a small stone upstream. This is the right path for me, and at the end of it, there lies a fate I cannot escape. The time has come for everything to be settled. It's my destiny, maybe even my purpose. No, it's nothing as passive as that. It's something I have to decide for myself, all on my own, right now.
Polka, wait!
It's okay. There's a place out there where I'm needed. A place that I have to illuminate, with the shining light of the Astra that lies sleeping within my heart.
Don't do it!
There's that Kirito voice.
I must do this. And it's for the person who means the most to me. My life is nothing compared to his. Doing this is easy if it's for him.
Go get her sugar daddy.
Polka! Ah! Why couldn't I do anything? What should I have done for her? Does this mean that dying was the only thing Polka could do? There wasn't any way we could save her? Why did Polka have to suffer? What did she ever do to deserve that? What is wrong with this world? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! You come barging into our world without asking, and now you leave just because you feel like it! This is your dream, right? If it's a dream, then why don't you do something? Please. You have to do something.
A dream. Is this really a dream?
like I said, 30 minutes of cutscenes.
Thank you, everyone. I know it didn't last very long, but really, this was the best
We're
time
back
I've
to the
ever
beginning of
had
the
in my
game.
life.
Time loop. Oh.
If I blow him a kiss, I wonder, will it reach him up there? I hope so. I really do.
I don't know who she's talking about, though. Is it Frederick? Or...
I'm wondering if she's supposed to be... Because I remember at one point Frederick said that she reminded him of his sister. So I wonder...
Can human beings who create waves of ugly desire ever become like the seawater that's stirred by the beauty of the moon?
No one wants to touch someone like me. Someone who can use magic. After all, they might get sick too.
Well, of course the bread you're eating is much more important than the bread of a stranger. Huh? Wait. How is it any different?
All around us, the
But
world
yeah, I
is
wonder
fading
if
at
she
an incredibly
was
rapid rate.
essentially... Because you saw he wasn't
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
You say you
So
weren't able
if
to see
she
it.
was like the spirit of
Well, perhaps
his
there's a
sister
reason for that.
essentially giving
Perhaps
him
you
life
can't
for...
see it because you are fading away even faster than the world.
I guess finding a way for him to be able to survive in that world? I don't know.
If you're conscious of the fact that you're
It's
having a
interesting,
dream,
though, that
and you can actually
if you
say
look
that
at it,
this
in
is
the beginning
just
of the game,
a
they said that
dream,
everybody who can use magic
then
eventually dies.
can you really be sure
The
that
only
it's a
two
dream
party
at
characters
all?
that died, other than Claves, were the two that can use magic.
Can a picture taken through a bent piece of glass called a lens really accurately reflect what
I mean, this
happens
game
at a
very
single
much
moment in time?
toys
It
with
seems
that.
to me that your
which
eyes would have
is
to
the
be
real
pretty
world,
bent
which is the
themselves
dream world.
for that to be possible.
Something that people think is useful but can actually be harmful in the long run? Well, the only thing I can think of right now is mineral powder.
I mean, if
But
you
I'm sure
think
there are
about
lots
it,
of
it's
other
a really
things
weird
out there.
comparison, but it's almost like
Maybe if you think about it for a
the one
while, you
season
can
of
come up with
SAO
some
you were
things
just
that I don't
watching,
know about.
where the people in the underworld, that
I
was their
think
reality.
that everyone knows deep down that some
Yeah.
things that
Even
might
though
seem useful to us right
not.
now could
Yeah.
actually be hiding a danger to the future. And yet there are many people out there who simply refuse to accept that. Are
Cup of
people
tea.
really so foolish that they aren't willing to sacrifice those little conveniences for the sake of the future?
If people are too deeply involved in a problem, is it really not possible for them to realize what's wrong until it's too late to do anything about it?
The standards for justice in this world are decided amidst the driving ambitions and turbulent emotions of a small handful of people who just happen to possess the greatest influence. Well, you certainly have been born into a difficult era.
I really hope they explain a little bit more after the credits.
A lifetime to build, a moment to destroy.
I don't know.
Will human beings ever become masters of creation, or are we only destined for destruction?
That's a hell of a
I
sad
was
ending. That's
acting
just
out a
how it
part
ends.
up until the moment I died.
Like, what the fuck?
Do you plan to spend your whole life pretending to be someone you're not?
But it is such a philosophical
Are
game.
you sure you know the difference between things that can be forgotten right away, like letters written in the sand, and really important things that must never be forgotten, like words carved into stone? It's an important distinction to make.
Without realizing it, people tend to act in ways that suit their own best interests. And before they know it, they've turned all their efforts to seeing just how powerful or successful they can become. It can't always have been like that. Things must have been different in the beginning. Try to remember the feelings you had when you first started out.
can't we make better use of the energy we spend maintaining our feelings of mistrust? There must be a way. If we could all do that somehow, I think it would make it much easier to live a life filled with light.
When I realized that I had no hope of beating Claves, I ran away. What about you? Are you like me? Do you run away from situations where you know you can't win, too?
I did in that last dungeon.
The view of
I ran away from all
Retardondo
those
is so
enemies.
beautiful at night. But which part of that view is the most beautiful thing about it? The flickering of the city lights below? Or the twinkling of the stars in the night sky above?
As the leader of Baroque, I am responsible for making the people of my country suffer under the fear of impending war. The citizens of Baroque are innocent people, whose only crime is living in the kingdom I rule. And there are others in this world who suffer similar misfortune. Remember to be very grateful if you are lucky enough to happen to live in a country at peace.
I believe that the future holds infinite hope for all of us. So no matter what the odds, however slim the chance, I always try to hold on to that hope. I would never want to give up on something without at least trying. What about you? What would you have done in my place? Would you still draw a fortune if you already knew what it was going to say?
Suppose you
bitch.
could not be sure whether or not there was any ground behind you. Knowing that, would you still have the courage to take a step backward?
It's interesting
At certain times in
that
life,
they
does
take
it not
the
take
standpoint
much more
of a
courage
lot of the
to take
really
a step back
important
than to take a
philosophical
step forward?
words.
Would you
But
be courageous enough to
with the
do it?
characters facing towards you, it's like they're asking you those questions
If you live with your
about
eyes
the game
closed to
almost.
whatever is difficult to face, does that mean those things don't exist?
People with brightly glowing astras always have to suffer in the end. Is the place where you are a miserable world like that? Don't you want to change it? You can't just sit back and accept a destiny of death. You have to fight back, resist. You have to try as hard as you can. After all, that's what life's all about, isn't it?
You can give up when it's really, truly, absolutely the very end. Until then, you gotta try and do whatever you can. I guarantee that you still have time.
That's right. You still have time.
Absolutely. Now is when it really begins. Just take a moment to steady yourself. I know what it feels like to have a future filled with doubt. To feel overwhelmed. To think it's all over. To want to give up on everything. But there's no use just thinking about it. You can't hesitate. You need to act upon it. Since in the end, all you can do is try as hard as you can.
You don't have to rush. There's still time. You have infinite potential after all. I promise you, even now, you can still do it. All you have to do is the very best you can. I guarantee you still have time.
Ears itchy.
Polka falls from the sky. I was joking.
She's reborn again.
She's a child. Like, more of a child.
She's reborn.
So wait, I was joking about the time loop too. And her mother knew this was going to happen the entire fucking time. Like, what the fuck?
That's why all the characters kind of had a feeling that they knew her.
Death is a reality that is far too real. I've walked this dreamlike journey within a dream, so that once and for all, I could accept that. And now, at this moment, all things shall reach their finale.
That lady kind of looks like Polka's mom.
A little bit.
And the other lady, I think it's one of his sisters, looks like Polka.
Mr. Chopin's time of death, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Be funny if like Allegretta and them like show up to give their condolences to the mother and like, what the fuck?
Wouldn't write it off yet.
Mommy, why are there waves in the sea?
Well, darling, there are waves because of the moon.
Because of the moon?
That's right. The moon charms the water in the ocean with its beauty. And because the moon is so beautiful, the seawater just can't sit still.
Is that true? Really?
Really? Don't you feel your heart start fluttering inside of you when you look at the moon?
I do! What about the puddle? Will it make waves when the moon comes out too?
No, dear. There's not enough water. You need lots and lots of water, like the ocean, before it can make any real waves.
Oh, I see. But that's weird. Why can't a little bit of water make waves too?
I won't let you die, Polka. After all, you've only been alive for 14 years. A 14-year-old girl must live her life.
The amount of water is the most important part of creating waves. That can be said about people as well. There are many things in this world that can charm people's hearts, just like the moon charms the sea. Things like wealth, vanity, status, image, and power.
When the sun is out, they hide in their buds and then open their blossoms only when it is truly important.
Bigger and stronger.
Drawing in even the faintest amount of light, they decisively embody it, and in doing so reflect something that people can never see. They wait for the moment when the world is trapped in darkness, and then blossom with glowing light.
Terrible conflicts.
On the grassy plain, they paint a picture of the star-filled night sky that was blotted out by the city lights.
I guess.
Isn't it pitch black around you? Isn't the world covered in darkness?
Something like whatever were to happen in your life,
It's 2 o'clock in the
choice
morning.
might be to jump into that sea.
The time for you to blossom has come.
Because when you do, those big waves will calm down.
Do you remember?
It may be
You said it was up
difficult
to
at
me
first, but
whether
if
I
you
wanted to
try
call
your
them
best,
Heaven's Mirror
you'll bring joy to the
Death
person
Lights.
who means the most to you.
Really?
I'm still allowed to choose, am I not?
Okay.
Well, then I shall make my definitive choice. Right now.
It's insulting to compare
That flower that
stories
so
to the
resembles
beauty
you.
of the moon, to the ugly
That
waves
flower
of
that
desire.
boldly challenges the darkness. I choose to call it Heaven's Mirror.
Oh, Mommy, I'm sorry, but I think someone's calling me.
I see. Then you must have met the person who is the perfect match for your Astra. Well, he's the person that you choose to believe in, so I'm sure he must be wonderful. I did so want to see you on your wedding day.
She's like 8 right now. Probably younger.
But now, I suppose the only thing I can do for you is to tell you this. Come back someday and do your best.
Okay, Mommy. I'll see you later then.
Those the go-go's?
Mm-hmm.
Damn fly won't leave me alone.
Have I been able to become more like the seawater that is stirred by the beauty of the moon? Thank you, Polka dear. Please, be happy.
Wait, how old did Frederick say his sister was when she died?
I don't remember. I thought she was really, really young.
Like 8 or something. Which, around this age, she's probably 8. Which, in a way, makes you wonder how many times her mom has lived through this.
And she's big again! She's gonna pop back on top of the cliff and they're gonna be like, Yep. It also makes you wonder if, like, her mom is real. It's like her mom showed up at the cliff. Her mom just showed up again in that little whatever reality.
And Frederick's
How the
alive.
Fuck. And none of them are like, dude, go the leave. Greta gonna run to her and Fred's gonna be like, nope, she's mine, bitch. Maybe she's the god of this world?
I think she is.
It's Polka. She's glowing.
Polka.
She also has a flower on her wrist now. She isn't like a secret boss, is she?
One hit kill. You all suffer.
That final area is her home. But wait, how... Wait, what?
This game is getting more and more confusing.
My brain really hurts right now.
Did she just like teleport them back? Or was that actually like where they like
Came from? Because
Yeah.
the world went into ruin? Or are we gonna run?
runs past him, goes to Frederick? Just kiss already. Don't fly.
The fly loves you.
I don't love the fly. Oh, they're not even going to show the kiss?
So it was him that she was talking about.
How are they not going to show the kiss? What the hell?
I'm still so confused.
The real question is, though, which one of the girls ends up with Jazz? Because there's a whole, like, love triangle thing going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that guy had three girls going after him.
I'm a spooky ghost.
Now I'm going to Kingdom Hearts.
Shit, pretty much. Because that's not going to be fucking terrifying for that poor girl.
The piano just starts playing on its own.
They don't really say much about her.
Mm-mm.
Like, was she his fiance, his sister? Now I'm even more confused.
It's a long ass ass ending.
I told you. It's gonna be probably like a good 30 minutes.
What the hell?
So now do the flower. Well, it's interesting also the flowers are purple. And his outfit's purple.
Mm-hmm.
So do the flowers bloom because he's playing music?
No, those are the ones that only bloom in the moonlight. They talked about that earlier in the game.
More credits.
What the hell?
This is turning into Lord of the Rings.
They've already done the credits. Is these the credits for the credits?
I guess. I don't know. I'm still there's so many things that they still haven't answered. So are they in a dream world or not in a dream world? Pope came back to life. Now she's with Retto.
Frederick came back to life.
But is he dead? Is he not dead? Like, why is the one bitch singing? Can she actually hear the piano? Can she not hear the piano? Like...
Still, the important thing is, who does Jazz choose? Or is he choosing both of them?
Both of them? I mean, technically you bring Claves back, so...
Technically, yes.
Does Beat end up with Salsa?
Or
These
March.
are the real questions.
Or both. How are the goats doing?
Not the goats.
Because she just left those goats. Just left them there.
Well, she said that they're free roaming. Like, they won't leave home. They got plenty of food.
But there was monsters there, too.
I mean, those goats looked like they could fuck some shit up. I mean, they were blocking bridges and shit when you rolled up, so... No, the real question is, when I finally get to uploading this onto YouTube, are they gonna want to copyright claim it? Those are the real questions. Good thing we're not monetized. Technically, I can put whatever the fuck I want on YouTube. So what are your thoughts while we wait to see
On
if there's more cutscenes?
on this?
Yeah.
It was good. That ending was confusing as all hell.
Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more explanation to the ending. Unless I'm just missing something. Which very well could be the case. It is a Friday after a rough week. My brain doesn't always work.
I don't know. I kind of, honestly, I've always felt like the story in this game was not its strongest suit.
The combat is really fun though.
Yeah,
especially
the
once you get to the end game.
So much fun. The story is always like, eh. But yeah. Now the cool thing is, you can start a new game and have like the triple harmony or a bat. Like you can just fuck some shit up.
But our enemies scaled to your level or your skill set. That is a very important detail, because I know that there was still one more party level left.
Yeah. You face more menacing enemies and special monsters, and you may even see a certain pesky pirate captain again.
Man, fuck her. Nobody wants to deal with that pirate. For a minute, I thought when it said game text translation, I thought I was going to say 4 kids. I was going to be like, no!
I think technically this is one of those games where you got to beat it twice to see everything. But
honestly, I'm just glad that I was finally able to beat this game and see it all the way through. Because this is probably, like, you know, I have a bad habit of starting games and not finishing them. And this is probably one of the games that I got the farthest in and didn't finish.
Yeah, you were at halfway point.
Roughly.
How far did you get in Dragoon? You beat it?
Oh, I beat Dragoon. Granted, I had to have a friend of mine help me beat Melbuframa, like the final, because I just couldn't do it.
I always hate games where you made it to the final boss, but unless you got that one specific item that's easy to miss, the fight's like 10 times better.
On the flip side, although I'm glad we beat the game,
Why is the music getting humbleness?
that's just the crescendo. Not crescendo. I wish.
Done anything else? Only about anything else.
I wish it was. Oh, try crescendo, yeah. Radiata Stories. While this plays on.
That's like a name code band, that's the band name code. Finn.
It could be that it's just older. I know they've done. I love how I type in Tri Crescendo and it comes up with Tribe 9.
Yeah.
I can't spell. So, Tri Crescendo has also developed. They developed sound development for Valkyrie Profile. Actually, no. I think they just developed Valkyrie Profile. Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Bait and Kados, Radiata Stories, Blue Dragon, Awakened Shadow, Fragile Dreams, Calling, a couple other, like, Denborough games, co-developed with Level 5. Digimon World, Redigitize and Redigitize Decode, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, Tales of Zestria, Berseria, Gundam Versus, co-developed Tales of Arise. Extra. Extra? What are we extraing? Shape
The
of
shape
life.
of life.
What is this? What is this?
We've already been in like 40 minutes of cutscenes. We don't need more cutscenes.
One day,
like this art
the
style, though.
caterpillar asked the snail, Mr. Snail, you know many things. Could you tell me what kind of shape is the shape of life?
Penis.
The snail nodded and answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe life is red, like a ripe tomato.
Like a tomato.
The caterpillar laughed happily and said, no, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the color of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered, and then he answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sweet scent, like a pot of honey.
This snail's just hungry.
The caterpillar let out a
He wants
disappointed sigh and said, no, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the scent of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered and thought some more. And then he answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it murmurs like a babbling brook.
Kind of reminds me of like Liar
The caterpillar
Princess and the Blind
finally
Prince.
broke down in sorrowful tears, shook his head, and said, no, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the sound of life. I asked you about the shape.
But
The
everything
snail
makes
nodded
up the
and
shape.
pondered And at long last, he finally answered, "Well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sharp, sweet flavor, like a juicy cherry."
The sail needs some salt.
Losing his patience, the caterpillar grew very angry
Fucking bitch slap.
and said, "If you don't want to answer me, then fine. I'm not
Yes,
going to
I
ask
said
you
caterpillar.
anymore, Mr. Snail. Goodbye."
Aww.
And with that, the caterpillar turned around and went home. When he was gone, the snail nodded and said, "Oh, Mr. Caterpillar, you already knew the answer. Happiness, disappointment, sorrow, anger. These are the sights, smells, sounds, and tastes. Life can take on many different shapes.
Aw, cute. No.
Extra, extra?
Title screen? More cutscene. What are we doing?
Fade to black and corrupt data. Oh.
God, this isn't some Eternal Darkness shit now. I think.
But doesn't Near Automata do that once you get like the final ending? It just like deletes your entire save.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to hit A, but I want to hit A. Like, are we?
I think it's done.
Will it go back? Are we in a void? We're in a void.
I think the game is done.
I think it is. There's no rewind function. So why can't this be?
You would think it would go back to title screen though.
You would think. Okay, so while we have a black screen, yeah, so that's Eternal Sonata.
Mm-hmm.
Took technically 23 hours, I think.
Sure.
The last save, it was about 21, 22, and then all the cutscenes.
It was like an hour of cutscenes at the end.
I told you. You know how the whole rest of the game is. You didn't think they were just gonna let you off with like 5 minutes of cutscene at the very end, tie everything up. No.
You could hope.
No, they pulled a Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Rings destroyed. Here's 40 minutes of extra shit.
Fade to black. Now they're flying on eagles. Fade to black. Now we're here. Fade to black. Start some credits. Now we're doing this. Okay, here's the real credits. God, I hate that movie so much. Seeing that as a teenager. But yeah, we can add this to the completed list.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just gotta figure out what's gonna fill our Friday time slot.
That's all up to you.
I want your help.
Yeah. I've given you some ideas.
I don't want to do Dragoon yet. I don't want to... I'm not...
I told you should do a Tails game.
I might play Berseria. Unless I can get Tales of Arise to work. But then again, I'm like more than halfway through that.
You're a good ways in Berseria too, but I mean, you have to restart it.
Berseria, it's been so long though, and I've forgotten how to do a lot of the combat, so... But I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today. We probably be on later tomorrow. Possibly.
We'll see.
Got shindig thing to possibly go to, so. If we get on, we might be able to finish Bloodstained depending on how much we play. Or at least get pretty daggone close to the end of that.
Yeah. I can't remember where it's been a few weeks since we actually played it because our Saturdays have gotten out of control.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Been a little bit.
So.
But yeah, try to get this on the YouTube page at some point. That way if you missed any part of it, you can go back and check it out. But until next time, guys. See ya.